This is Lesson 12, Solutions to Linear Equations, and this is Activity 4, Identify the Points. And in this activity, you're given an equation, which is x minus 9y equals 12, and you're given four coordinate pairs, 4 points that are represented by the x-coordinate and the y-coordinate, and asked, do those points satisfy this equation? Are they solutions to this equation? So what you do is you take the x-coordinate. So this is called a coordinate pair. This is the x-coordinate and 0 is the y-coordinate. So you take the x-coordinate and you replace it for the value of x, and you take the y-coordinate and replace it for the value of y, and then you go through these operations and see if it equals 12. Well, 9 times 0 equals 0, and 12 minus 0. So now we're replacing x with 12. 12 minus 0 equals 12, and so that one checks. So that one works. So this point is a solution to this equation. We're going to draw the line for this equation in just a moment. You're going to find that this point, 12, 0, is on that line. All right, how about 0, 12? So 9 times 12 is 108, so we are replacing the y with 12. 9 times 12 is 108, and subtract that 108 from 0. 0 minus 108 equals a negative 108, so no, that does not equal 12, so this point is not a solution to this equation. It does not fall on the line that is a graph of this equation. How about 3, negative 1? So 9 times negative 1 is negative 9. So 9 times this negative 1 is negative 9. And then you subtract that negative 9 from 3. 3 minus a negative 9. So I'm going to use the inverse operation of subtraction, which is addition, and the additive inverse of a negative 9, which is a positive 9. So this goes back to using the inverse and the inverse. So inverse operation and additive inverse. So subtracting a negative is the same as adding a positive. So 3 plus 9 equals 12. So yeah, that one checks. So this point, 3, negative 1, is a solution to this equation. It's going to be on the line, the graph of this equation. And the last one, 9 times a negative 4 thirds is a negative 36 thirds. 36 divided by 3 is 12. So this is negative 12. 0 minus a negative 12 is the same as adding a positive 12, and use the inverse operation, the additive inverse. So 0 plus 12 equals 12. So yes, this point, 0, negative 4 thirds, is a point that is a solution to this equation, because the graph of this equation, the line, is going to have on it this point, 0, negative 4 thirds. So I'm going to graph these, and I'm going to treat these as coordinate pairs. These are the x-coordinates, and these are the y-coordinates. So here's the equation, and here are the 4 points. And you see that these 3 points are on the line for this equation. So this equation is this line right here. And since these 3 points are solutions to this equation, then it confirms that, in fact, this is the graph, and these 3 points, once again, are solutions. This point up here is not. So if you take the x value and you subtract 9 times the y value, that was 108. This does not give you an answer of 12. It actually gave you an answer of negative 108. But since these 3, each of these points are solutions to this equation, when you replace x and you replace y and you do these operations, you will end up with an answer of 12.